Hello. Are your knees constantly hurting? And when you walk, do you feel as though your knees are like pins and needles? There's so much pain. Well, if so, then please stay tuned for my 3 steps to help you be pain-free for 2024. Hello, my name is Adele. I have a business called Her Smile. I help women step into their confidence using the tools fitness, beauty, and styling. For more information, please go to hersmile.com.au. Now, you're probably also taking medication, and everyone tells you, because you're taking the medication to get you through the day, and everyone's telling you, well, that's just normal. That's to be accepted for your age. But actually, what you would like is a solution. And what the doctor keeps telling you to do is to lose weight and to exercise, and you don't know, you're totally overwhelmed. You don't know where to start when it comes to that. So what I want you to know, the first most important thing is that you need to be looking at your weight. And we don't know where to start when it comes to reducing our weight. And that's why I did the Facebook Live last week, where I did the 3 tips to a slimmer 2024. And I would really appeal to you to go and watch that Facebook Live, because you're going to learn some very, very important information there. Now, your knees are your powerhouses, okay? They are the strongest joint in your body, and they are what you use to bend, to walk, to sit, to stand, to jump, to go about your everyday activities. The problem is we are bearing, so from the knee up, all that weight is bearing down on your knees. So that's 80% of your body's weight is bearing down on your knees when you stand, and 150% when you walk. So the pressure on your knees is immense, okay? So the reason why I say to you, why are you in more pain every year? And the answer is simply because every year you're putting on more weight. And as you put on more weight, you're bearing more load onto those knee joints. Okay, and they can just take so much of that. Now, what you need to know is that for every 5 kilograms that you lose, you reduce 20 kilograms of the pressure on your knee joints. Now, really, that's quite dramatic. And if you think about it, that should be in itself enough incentive for you to now really start taking your weight seriously. And I know it's difficult. Our lifestyles are all about families and bringing them together, and it's always around food. All right, now the next thing is, what I noticed was going to the gyms and exercising in the gyms, it broke my heart. I've been working with bodies and teaching them how to move correctly for 46 years. And what I noticed in the gyms was, I was absolutely stunned, is that women have no idea, well, not just the women, the men as well, have no idea on how to move correctly. And so I've created my programs because I'm so passionate about the fact that you move correctly and that you are in the correct alignment and posture when you do so. And so that's because you're not being taught that in those environments. And so what I've done for you is very kindly made a stand tutorial, because it's all about the way you stand on your feet as to how it's going to affect your knees. So if you go and watch the stand tutorial, if you download it, please do, you'll have many aha moments. And that will be a massive breakthrough for you in understanding the second reason why you are in so much pain with your knees. I also want you to know is that so many of my clients, you just need to read their testimonials on our websites to realize how much it has transformed their lives, learning what they have learned through my tutorials. So please do yourselves a favor and go, and 1, we're talking about reducing the weight, and 2, getting the posture right, standing correctly on your own 2 feet. And now I spoke about my bonus exercise. Now, I'm really passionate about this one. It's a normal exercise that you would normally see, but I've given it the Her Smile twist. And that's because I wanted to make it something that everybody could do everywhere. And so, yes, I'm taking away your excuses again. I'm sorry. But you can even do this sitting at your desk at work. And in fact, I highly recommend it. So all you need is a chair. But for video purposes, to raise me up higher so you can see my leg, I've brought in the box, but you don't need a box. Then you need a TheraBand. Now, TheraBands you can buy anywhere. You can buy them at any sports shop. You can buy them online. There's no excuse, again, and they're not expensive, all right? And if you're then also struggling, being a dressmaker and seamstress myself, go off to the haberdashery shop and buy a wide elastic, okay? What you do is it's in a loop, and you put it underneath the chair. You wrap it around the legs of the chair, whatever you're sitting on. Then you take the TheraBand, and you can see you put it around your foot. Okay, if you've got a shoe on, that's probably even better because then it's not going to slide. Okay, so you've got your TheraBand on your foot. All right, now I don't want you to slouch. Okay, very important that you're sitting up beautifully so that you can breathe. Okay, right down, filling your lungs. And then what I want you to do, yes, you know what you're going to do. You're going to stretch. All right. Now, the muscle we're working is the quadricep muscle, and it's a very lazy muscle, all right? And it doesn't get any attention. And the reason why is because nobody ever stretches and locks the knee. Okay, some people are frightened to, but if you are in the correct alignment and you're doing it, stretching it out, and you lock the knee, you're going to actually strengthen that muscle beautifully. Now, we will be talking about other muscles that you strengthen, but we're just starting with this one today. And as I say, it's got the twist because you're doing it at work, you're doing it everywhere you can do it, and you can just slip the TheraBand in under the chair to hold it secure, and then enough of it for you actually to squeeze and lock the quad and return, okay? And squeeze and lock the quad and return. Lock the knee, sorry. And squeeze and lock the knee so that your quad's engaged and return. So now I highly recommend that you do 5 or 10 each side, and then maybe do that twice a day, 3 times a day at work, whenever you think of it. Now, I hope that this has helped clear up all the confusion about the right action to take to give you knee pain relief. And this will help with other joints as well. And what I want you to know is, first of all, if you're thinking of weight loss, we've got the Joy to a Healthy Waistline that I was talking about last weekend. But what we do have coming up, and a massive opportunity for you, is our Spring in Your Step Challenge. Now, that starts on the 17th of February next week. And funnily enough, it just so happens that today is the cutoff for the early bird. So if you enroll before midnight tonight, you can get it at $77, but it normally goes for $97. And so that's what we would love to encourage you to do, because this is where you're going to get all of this information that I've just given you, and so much more in that program. It only runs for 10 days. You get an email every morning with a task, and then you do the task. And at the end of the 10 days, it's absolutely life transforming. And so many of our highly successful clients started with this program. We've had over 300 women through the program in 6 different countries in the world. Okay, so if you are interested in seriously taking some action, now's the time. Right now, this time of the year, right here as I stand in front of you, is the right place to be doing the Spring in Your Step Challenge, where you'll learn more of what I have just shown you now. Because remember, we just want to help you feel marvelous. So go to our events page. I'll leave a link at the above this video, and that will take you to our website, and there you scroll down to the Spring in Your Step Challenge, and there you will actually get the opportunity to quickly enroll. And then what you do is, while you're there, if you get a chance, look at under her stories, you'll see all the transformational stories of our fantastic ladies that actually put up their hands to walk the runway last year to tell their amazing stories as they walked the runway. They were aged between 40 and 70. But just read the transformations that they've had. It's been absolutely remarkable. But otherwise, if you have liked this video, please like, please comment, please give us feedback. We need to know that there's somebody out there, okay, and that you actually are enjoying what we're doing, or maybe you aren't. And I'd love the feedback. But otherwise, until next time.